Okay, now let me tell you about Search Console for a minute. Search Console can change your business. Over time, you get 2 years worth of data after you set it up. You just have to wait about 24 hours at most, I think. When we get into Search Console, you'll be like, whoa, it's so neat. But Search Console is my hero. And on Bing, it's called Webmaster Tools. I do believe there's a button. Once you set it up for Google, you just press a button when you go over to Bing Webmaster Tools and it'll pull it all into. So not more work, which is really interesting. The Google My Business does the same thing with Google Places or Bing Places. Okay, so I'll share my screen. Wait, I'm taking you on a journey, Phelan.
Okay.
You share your screen and I will direct you, I believe.
Okay. Sounds great.
Can you go over to Google and type in Search Console?
So I'll type in Search Console. Okay. Click on this one.
Yeah. So Google or search.google.com/Search Console. And then start now, please. The button, blue button. Okay. And you'll come to a page like this. If you don't have a Search Console, you'll end up with a blank page to sign up. So Phelan, can you click on where the client's names are there? Right there. Yes, please. Sorry, left-hand side top. And at the very bottom of this, can you go to add a property? Okay. Now this page loads. We literally have a link to this page so that you can go right here. And Phelan, you're not going to put the domain in the darker gray box, the first one. We're going to go over to the URL prefix. And why are we doing that, Phelan?
So there can be there are definitely some benefits, and we've listed them in the slide deck that goes with this. But one of the big ones that you'll find is you'll need to go to the DNS or the domain settings, which you might not have access to, whereas setting up the URL prefix is definitely much easier to set up. The other thing is that you may have it split out where you have subdomains that you want to actually have separated. So you might have shop.mysite.com, and you don't necessarily want that crossing over with your regular blog site. So you're going to want to have those separated out and keep them separate properties that are having different URL prefixes. There is an advantage that if you do want to have all of them housed under one, like the m.www, the https, http, it can be helpful to set up the domain, but we definitely found that it is very simple and very straightforward to set up the URL prefix.
This is the one we usually go for. Why don't we just copy and paste our domain from our website and
okay, just move this over here, make it easy for us. And then I will hit paste. So you definitely want to have the HTTPS, HTTP. They're very particular about that part. And we're going to hit continue.
It's going to totally do it.
That's probably going to do auto. No.
Okay. Did it work? I don't think it works.
No, it did not auto. If you are logged into both your analytics and the Search Console with the same ID, it'll probably auto verify using that. They've tried to make it much simpler.
But okay, so as a user, I'm frustrated now. I don't know what this means. I'm probably going to click on that verify button. Can you click on that verify button for me right there? Oh, it didn't work. Oh no.
Yeah. So what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So typically, when we have a situation like this, what we recommend doing is doing this HTML tag. So we're going to install this very similar to how we installed the head code for the tag manager. And
you can try the analytics as you saw there, the tag manager. You can try to verify any which way, but this is the best way.
Yeah, it is definitely one. And you've already had some practice by installing the tag manager. And so what they'll do is they'll say, you got to copy this and put it in the head section. So we're going to click the copy, and then we're going to go back to our WordPress site, or it's the same process for Squarespace as well. the exact same steps we did there. And what we would do is we'll go down to settings and then header footer. Then we're going to put it on the head code, right?
Perfect.
And then paste that in. We'll hit save. And so now we are going to go over to the Search Console, and we want to make sure we're in the verification method. So us, it's the tag that we just installed, and we're going to want to hit the verify button in that box.
Now, if I'm in Shopify, would I do the same thing?
You would, if you were in Shopify. Yay!
Yay! Okay, let's go to our property.
Let me just explain one thing about the Shopify, because there's a slight variation in it. So you would have to follow the same process that you did for the body code in Tag Manager, but the only thing you would change is you would find this guy, and then
end of the head tag.
End of the head tag, you would just paste it in like that. And so that will be at the very end of the head tag, and that's all you have to do. That's the only difference about doing this with Shopify. It has to be in the theme.liquid.
Now, oh yeah, I guess you're not going to save it there because it's a...
No, it would not cooperate. Also, it's a locked site because it's a testing site. So Google would just go, nope. So that's another thing about Shopify is you need to make sure it's not password protected at the time.
Okay, let's go to the property. We verified. I love that green color.
Yeah, very cathartic.
Okay, there's no data. So if I wait about 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to get a whole bunch of information in here. So we're going to revisit this in the next class.